when the lifeblood is contaminated, and you don't even know it. How do you feel when you hear the term blood lipid disorder? A condition that sounds familiar, yet hardly anyone pays attention. A slightly elevated lipid result on a test, then dismissed, because nothing feels dangerous yet. But that's exactly when your blood vessels begin to change. No pain, no fever, no cough, just a bit of fatigue, a sudden moment of dizziness, or a skipped heartbeat, which you blame on lack of sleep, stress, or aging. But those could be signs of excess fat droplets silently sticking to your vessel walls, gradually narrowing the flow of life, day by day. A startling fact: over 18 million people die every year from cardiovascular diseases, with the majority linked to blood lipid disorders. Nearly 30% of adults worldwide have high blood lipids without even knowing it. Many cases of heart attacks and strokes occur in people as young as 35 to 45, most with no early warning signs. You won't notice any changes until everything changes. A sudden, severe chest pain, an unexpected stroke, or a tragic end without time to say goodbye. Blood is life. But when bad fats invade your bloodstream, that life is in danger. And if you're hearing this today, perhaps it's time to truly listen to your body. Because blood lipid disorder is not just an old person's disease, it's the consequence of how we live and an early warning for the future. What is blood lipid disorder? When silent enemies damage your LFB blood, the precious liquid flowing through your body is the superhighway carrying nutrients, oxygen, hormones, and energy. But when abnormal fats begin to fill that highway, it becomes blocked, less flexible, and prone to damage. That's when you enter a state of blood lipid disorder. So what exactly is blood lipid disorder? Also known as dyslipidemia. It's a condition where total cholesterol increases LDL, bad cholesterol increases triglycerides, increase HDL, good cholesterol decreases. Even one abnormal value starts to unbalance your system. But when multiple values are off, you're sitting on a ticking time bomb for your heart. Understanding the types of blood fats, who's your friend, who's your enemy, type of fat role when elevated, asterisk, total cholesterol builds, hormones, cell membranes, artery hardening when too high, asterisk, LDL, bad cholesterol lysally, sticks to artery walls, main culprit in blockages, heart attacks, asterisk, HDL, good cholesterol removes excess fat from blood vessels, too low, gives vessel walls lose protection, asterisk, triglycerides, energy storage too high, gives risk of fatty liver, atherosclerosis when your blood contains too many bad fats and not enough good fats, your arteries become stiff, thickened, and prone to rupture, the root of all complications. Blood lipid disorder, not just about numbers, but a lifestyle's silent consequences, like a visible wound. Blood lipid disorder doesn't cause immediate pain, but it silently brings damage. Fat clings to arteries, gives narrows vessels, raises blood pressure, triggers clots, gives blocks heart or brain arteries. Fat travels, accumulates in liver, pancreas, abdomen. The scariest part, you don't even know it's happening until a major event hits, and you're left with just two words: if only. Blood lipid disorder isn't an isolated disease, it's a dangerous link in the chain of metabolic syndrome. The good news, it can be managed if caught early enough. Causes: why your blood is becoming cloudy. Blood lipid disorder doesn't just happen. It's the result of hundreds of small lifestyle choices you thought were harmless. Let's look back at what may be polluting the river of life flowing through you. 1. A diet rich in bad fats, poor in good nutrients. This is the number one culprit. Eating lots of animal fats, chicken skin, organ meats, full-fat dairy, frequent fried foods, fast food, processed snacks, drinking too much soda, milk tea, and sugary drinks, skipping breakfast, overeating at night, irregular meal times. Every time you indulge your cravings, you challenge your blood vessels, and your liver, the main fat filter, gets overwhelmed, gradually pushing bad fats into the bloodstream. To physical inactivity, when energy isn't burned after a sedentary lifestyle, means your body can't use up excess calories. Sitting too much, walking too little, no movement after meals, no exercise, no walking, no light activity, staying up late. Chronic sleep deprivation gives hormonal imbalance. When you don't move, fat doesn't get burned, it stays in your blood, especially triglycerides, which rise significantly in inactive people. 3. Chronic stress, the silent enemy of metabolism. Long-term stress disrupts hormones, increasing cortisol, a hormone that signals the liver to make more sugar, and fat reduces insulin activity, builds abdominal fat, decreases HDL, worsens blood fat balance. Prolonged worry not only exhausts you, it poisons your own blood. For metabolic disorders and underlying conditions, these make blood lipid disorder more likely. Type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, fatty liver, metabolic syndrome, abdominal obesity, insulin resistance, thyroid disease, genetics. If high cholesterol runs in your family, your risk is higher. 5. Medications and chemicals. Certain substances contribute to fat imbalances. Long-term use of corticosteroids, birth control pills, diuretics, sedatives, diets high in preservatives, artificial colors, additives, regular exposure to pollution, heavy metals, alcohols. These seemingly minor factors weaken the liver's ability to filter fats, allowing them to seep into every capillary. Conclusion: blood lipid disorder doesn't appear overnight. It's the result of years of poor habits, like a river slowly polluted, drop by drop, until the fish die, the water clouds, and life disappears. But if you change the flow today, your blood can be clear again. Symptoms: when your body starts sending out a cry for HLP. Blood lipid disorder is often called a silent disease, because in its early stages, there are usually no clear symptoms. You might feel completely fine, until one day, a sudden heart attack or stroke strikes without any warning. But if you're observant, your body is always trying to send signals. Here are the whispers you should be listening to. 1. Persistent fatigue and sluggishness. You often feel drained, easily exhausted, especially after eating fatty meals. Why? High blood lipids reduce oxygen circulation to your cells, making your body work less efficiently, leaving you tired even without intense activity. 2. Headaches, dizziness, and heaviness in the head. Do you feel like your head is heavy, get lightheaded when standing up, or have trouble focusing? The reason may be fat in the blood increases its viscosity, reducing blood flow to the brain, leading to brief episodes of cerebral hypoxia. 3. Numbness or tingling in hands and feet, especially in the morning. Tingling in fingers or toes, or a pins and needles sensation, especially noticeable after waking up, a sign of poor circulation, where small vessels, narrowed by fat, fail to properly nourish peripheral nerves. For darkened skin, fatty bumps under the skin. In some people, small yellowish fatty deposits may appear around the eyelids, elbows, or knees. These are xanthomas, a typical dermatological sign of dangerously high cholesterol levels. 5. Chest tightness, irregular heartbeat. You may feel chest discomfort or heart palpitations after a big meal or during stress. Blood lipid disorder can cause coronary artery atherosclerosis, reducing blood flow to the heart, a warning sign of potential heart attack. 6. Excess weight, especially belly fat. Is your waistline growing despite eating normally? Visceral fat, particularly abdominal fat, is directly linked to blood lipid disorders, insulin resistance, and type 2 diabetes. Note: you may only experience 1 to 2 mild symptoms. Don't ignore them. If you have a family history of stroke, heart disease, or diabetes, get your blood lipids checked early and regularly. High blood lipids won't kill you in a day, but they erode your arteries every day, and once a vessel ruptures, it might be too late. Consequences: the price of ignoring blood lipid disorder. You may live with a lipid disorder without knowing, until a life-changing event happens: a sharp chest pain in the night, a fall caused by a sudden stroke, an emergency surgery due to a heart attack. Blood lipid disorders don't cause pain, but their consequences can be devastating. Here are the serious complications that may result if you ignore this seemingly harmless disease. 1. Atherosclerosis, the death road of your bloodstream. When LDL, bad cholesterol, builds up in artery walls, it forms plaques that narrow the vessels and block blood flow, resulting in loss of vascular elasticity, making arteries prone to rupture, increased risk of heart attacks, strokes, and limb necrosis, the root cause of many dangerous cardiovascular diseases. To coronary artery disease, when the heart is starving for blood, fat buildup in coronary arteries reduces blood supply to the heart muscle, gives ischemic heart disease. Symptoms include chest pain during exertion or emotional stress, shortness of breath, palpitations, rapid heartbeat, high risk of acute myocardial infarction, a leading cause of death today, 3-stroke paralysis in an instant. Atherosclerotic brain vessels are prone to blockages, ischemic stroke, or ruptures, hemorrhagic stroke. Consequences include partial paralysis, loss of speech or memory, sudden death, or permanent vegetative state for type 2. Diabetes, blood lipids, evil twin. Blood lipid disorders often coexist with insulin resistance, a major cause of type 2 diabetes. When you have both, chronic systemic inflammation occurs, cardiovascular, kidney, and eye complications double in risk. 5. Multi-organ damage, silent but deadly. High cholesterol and triglycerides harm not just your heart and brain, but also kidneys gives chronic kidney failure, liver gives fatty liver disease, hepatitis eyes gives blurred vision from damaged retinal. Microvessels, in short, blood lipid disorder is not an old person's disease, it's the result of prolonged lifestyle imbalance. It doesn't strike overnight, but gradually wears down your health day by day, and when it does hit, it often delivers a fatal blow, leaving no second chance. How to effectively control and treat blood lipid disorder? The good news is, blood lipid disorder can be controlled, and even reversed, starting today, with simple but consistent lifestyle changes. 1. Adjust your diet. The golden key to clean arteries. What you eat daily can either heal or harm your blood vessels. Choose wisely. Strictly limit animal fats, organ meats, chicken skin, butter, cheese, deep-fried foods, fast food, highly processed items, refined sugar, candy, soda, milk, tea. Prioritize artery-cleansing foods, vegetables and low-sugar fruits, spinach, broccoli, grapefruit, apples, whole grains, oats, brown rice, chia seeds, healthy fats, olive oil, avocado, nuts, salmon rich in omega-3. Sample daily meal plan. Breakfast, oatmeal, porridge, 1 boiled egg. Lunch, brown rice plus steamed fish, boiled vegetables. Dinner, vegetable soup plus salad with olive oil. Snack, unsweetened smoothie or celery juice. 2. Exercise regularly. Burn fat and boost HDL good fat. Aim for at least 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Ideal activities include brisk walking, cycling, swimming, yoga, qigong, dynamic meditation, jump rope, light aerobic dancing. Movement helps lower triglycerides, raise HDL, balance blood pressure, and strengthen your cardiovascular system. 3. Healthy weight loss. Reducing belly fat equals reducing blood fat. If overweight, losing just 5 to 10% of your body weight can significantly improve your lipid profile. Lose weight gradually, 0.5 to 1 kilogram per week. Avoid extreme fasting or crash detox diets gives they backfire. Focus on sustainable, steady progress. Don't rush the process. Take prescribed medications when necessary. In some cases, lifestyle changes alone aren't enough. You may need statins to lower LDL cholesterol and reduce heart disease risk, fibrates or omega-3 to reduce triglyceride levels. Liver supporting drugs to aid fat metabolism. Never self-medicate based on ads. Always consult a cardiologist or endocrinologist. 5. Incorporate natural remedies as supportive therapies. Certain herbs can assist in controlling blood fats. Black garlic, gynostemma, jaugilan, lotus leaf, artichoke, pine needle essential oil, curcumin from turmeric, silymarin from milk thistle protects the liver. Use correctly and at appropriate dosages. These are supplements, not replacements for medical treatment. Summary: you don't need a miracle to control blood lipid disorders. You just need to start with small changes and make them a way of life. A healthy meal, a morning walk, a habit of saying no to smoking and alcohol. These are how you clean each blood vessel and nourish every cell in your body. Clean blood means long life and true health. Asterisk: you may not see your blood flowing, but every meal you eat, every hour you sleep, every step you take, silently shapes the quality of that flow. And when your blood fat rises, your heart works harder, your arteries narrow little by little. Not in a day, but year by year, month by month, hour by hour. Blood lipid disorder won't knock you down immediately, but it quietly shortens your lifespan, minute by minute. If you're still reading this, it's not by chance. It's a reminder, an opportunity, a new beginning. Don't wait until the doctor tells you a stent is needed. Don't wait until your blood pressure spikes, your chest tightens, or stroke hits. Don't live carelessly with your health. You only get one body to carry you through this life. Just one choice can change the rest of your life. Choose wholesome food over convenience. Choose movement over stagnation. Choose proper sleep over burnout. And most importantly, choose to love yourself responsibly. 2. You, the one who's listening to the voice within, you are not alone. There are countless others fighting every day against disease, old habits, and giving up. They, like you, have felt tired, delayed action, and stumbled. But they got back up, little by little, and created a healthier, more meaningful life. And so can you, starting today, right now. If you found this message helpful, share it with family and friends. You might save a heart, a blood vessel, even a life. Subscribe to the channel so I can continue walking with you on this journey of healthy, mindful, and meaningful living. Clean bloodstream is the foundation of a vibrant life. Choose to begin today.